Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Full of Sound Reviews. My name is Ethan, and today we are going to be reviewing Early Life Crisis by Nettspend. This album was recommended to me by my best friend Tristan. Shout out to Tristan. He loves Nettspend. So this review is for him. It's for his birthday. His birthday was Monday, so it's a late review, but happy birthday, Tristan. Love you, man. Nettspend is a rapper from Virginia, and this is his first full-length LP. He had a mixtape come out before this called Badass Fucking Kid, but that was a mixtape. This is his first ever full-length studio album. Dude, this shit is a chore. This shit is so boring. Like, okay, let me preface this. I am not a Nettspend hater. Granted, I've never listened to a full Nettspend record before I heard this one. But I've heard Nettspend songs in the past. Like, I've heard Shine in Peace, and I've heard his, he did a song with Osama Sun not too long ago that I heard. I enjoyed those songs, and in my mind, I'm like, oh, maybe Nettspend's good. Dude. I've listened to this album 4 times. I heard it one time the day it came out. I heard it once the other day, and I listened to it twice today. Oh my god. Bro, my rating for this album gets lower and lower and lower each song. I actively zoned out multiple times throughout this listening session. And I don't mean I zoned out in the way that Tim Hecker makes you zone out and think about your life. I didn't zone out in the way that Mogwai makes you zone out and think about being on a boat. No, I was looking for anything to distract me, to keep me occupied while this shit played in my ears. I was staring at my acacia strain flag on the wall throughout multiple songs throughout this listening session. The beats on this album are so monotonous. They're so one note. Like genuinely, I don't think you could tell. If I played you all 21 songs on this record, like the beats from each song, you would say, this is a rage beat. This is a rage beat. This is a rage beat. It's like, obviously they're rage beats, but these are like tight beats you find on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and you type in Osama Sun type beat, it's the most generic, unimpressive, safe rage beats of all time. And I want to say this, I don't dislike rage. I like Osama Sun. I love Lucy Bedrock. You know, I like a lot of music like this. I like Nine Vicious. I'm sitting here listening to a guy who is about as white as your grandma's pound cake recipe talk about guns and gats on his face, gats in his pockets. Dude, you're from Virginia. You are from Virginia. Go over 50 miles to the right and you're in inbreeding country. Like this album to me is so just, it's such a draining listen. It's not even because the songs are bad. There are songs on this album that I genuinely enjoyed. I liked the first song, You Ready, because it's not a rage song. It's like a cloud rap, like Clamps Casino type thing. I liked Stab a lot. I liked Lil Bieber to an extent. I liked the Youngboy feature. Do you know how egregiously boring your album has to be for one of the best parts of it to be an NBA Youngboy feature? I hate Youngboy. I enjoyed his feature on this album more than hearing Gunnar Shepherdson, aka Nettspend, mumble out, that stuff says, oh my god. And all of the ad-libs on this record sound the exact same. They go from here to here. What? Yeah. Net. Shut up! I'm tired of hearing this little white boy in my ear talk about drugs and guns, bro. You're not Freddie Gibbs. You're not. You don't have the capabilities or the rapping skill to be talking about topics like this. It's such a braggadocio record, man. It's such a performative record. The lyrics, I mean, like the beats are generic. The flows are these most basic trap flows that you've ever heard in your life. Sounds like they came off of Gucci Mane's 43rd mixtape. The flows on this album are so generic, but the lyrics suck. The ones that are discernible. There are very, 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 very many lyrics on this record that I did either not understand or just did not pay it. Like, I heard them and they just went in one ear and out the other. I'ma sing like Ray Charles. I need neck. Like, what are we talking about, bruh? I took a motherfucking shit. That's an actual bar in this album. What are you talking about, bro? Come on. I took a motherfucking shit. Are we so, bro, be so for real right now. What are we doing? And like I said, it's not even that the songs themselves are bad. Most of the songs on this album are like okay rage songs, but a whole album of this monotonous drab is painful. It genuinely is. I was listening to this album like I do all my albums. I was doing my dark listen. I was listening to it in my bed, all the lights off, TV off, everything. My girlfriend calls me. I am so happy. Not because my girlfriend called me, because I get a break from the album. I am ecstatic. There's a song on this album called Halftime, and there's a little bit of a pause. It's like the beat plays for like 5 seconds, and then there's like a 5-second pause with nothing, and the beat comes back in. Those 5 seconds are the best seconds on this record. You're glad there's nothing playing because you get a break from all the boring bullcrap. Like, you listen to it and you think, oh my God, the album's over, thank God. And then you get hit with another wave of, boom, boom, shut up! Come on, man! Like, this is such just a drab listen. This album is the equivalent of chicken with pepper. All right? And the reason I say that is because why am I listening to this little white boy from Virginia who's about as white as a sperm whale's belly talk about these things and steal flows and steal things from these other African American artists that I could just as well listen to that make better music? He actually steals Kanye lyrics in this record. I am the villain. He stole a Heil Hitler lyric. He stole an HH lyric from Kanye, bro. Like, I cannot actually fathom that I've listened to this record 4 times. It is like, this is a 48-minute album. It's 21 tracks. 48 times 4 is, what, 3.5 hours almost? I listened to Early Life Crisis for 3.5 hours total this year. That might be the actual most boring 3.5 hours of my life. Genuinely. Like, and I've been at my friend's house with no console. On nothing. I enjoyed that more than I enjoyed hearing Gunner here go. And like I said, it's not even that the songs themselves are bad. Just every single song sounds the fucking same. Come on. This album infuriated me. I'm being harsh on it, I know. I don't even think this album is that, it's not even bad. It's just so intolerably safe. It's so safe and comfortable in its place. This, if you looked at a graph of this album, you would see this. It knows what it is and it does not decide to branch out ever. You like hearing the same Rage song for 21 tracks? You are going to love this album. Me personally, I prefer a bit more variety in my music, personally. like, it's just so, it just doesn't make any sense, man. How you can say, some dudes will sit there and say, this is the best album of the year, best album they've ever heard. Yo, you, my friend, have got to branch out. Branch out to more Rage. Listen to Unmusic by Lucy Bedrock. Listen to fucking Che, for all I care. Listen to something that is not Nettspend sitting there talking about guns and being from Virginia and not eating catfish. Yeah, you're from Virginia. There's no catfish in Virginia. That's a Mississippi, Louisiana thing. What are you doing? Come on, man. Goodness gracious. With all this being said, the production on this album's not good either. The production's not good. The vocals are like almost clipping. It's not even because they're too loud. It's almost like he had the, okay, this is my mic. The mic sounds like it's right here. And he's talking into the mic like this. Are you ready? It's like, it's clipping almost. It's not, but it's like on the verge. It's like back in 2012 whenever all these metal bands were doing the loudness war. It's like that. And, like, I don't even think Rage is, like, too noisy. I unironically listen to Merzbow and the Gara Gara Gaga Gay. I don't think anything is too noisy. But what I do think is that this album is boring, it's redundant, and it should not have been made. That is what I think. That's not to say it doesn't have artistic merit. I think it does. I think it would have a lot more if it didn't steal flows, if it didn't have the same flow every song, if all the beats didn't sound the same, if he spiced it up at least a little bit, bro. I get that you're from Virginia, but that doesn't mean you have to be a tree. You know, branch out. Be a flytrap. Be a lily. Be a rose. Be something that is not just you stagnant, essentially stagnant on the mic, sputtering out nonsense. Jesus Christ, dude. My rating for this album, 4.4. This rating, so it was a 5.8 upon my first listen. I gave it a 5.8 in my mind. I listened to it again, and it just dropped down to a 4.4. This album is so boring. There's an Osama Sun feature on this song. And like I said, I like Osama Sun. That doesn't save this album in the slightest. The only songs on this album that I feel like are actually good are the first track, You Ready? The last track, Lil Bieber, Stab, and Halftime. Those are the only 4 tracks on this album that I can remember that I actually enjoyed. You can't even like bop your head along to the beats. You can't even dance to the beats because they're so unoriginal. There's no variety. You're going to be keeping the same rhythm of dance, the same head bop for 48 minutes straight. There is no variety in this record whatsoever. I hope you like 48 minutes of the most generic Rage music you've ever heard in your life. 4.4. Shout out to Tristan for the recommendation. Love you, man. This ain't it.